Well, ahoy there, mateys. We're going to go over least common multiple. What we're going to do is find the least common multiple of two or more numbers. Make sure you don't get least common multiple or LCM confused with the greatest common factor. We just did greatest common factor in 1.5. Least common multiple will always be a bigger number. It's the smallest multiple between two or more numbers, whereas the greatest common factor will always be a smaller number. It is the biggest factor of two or more numbers. So that's what we're going to cover today is least common multiple. We got a couple examples. Example 1, find the least common multiple of 4 and 6. One way to do this is to make a list of the multiples of each number. So what are the first few multiples of 4? Okay, and the first few multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on. What you would do is circle all of the common multiples. So 12 they have in common, 24 they have in common, 36. Multiples go on forever and ever. All that we care about, though, is the least common multiple, the first multiple that shows up for both 4 and 6 on our list of multiples, which is 12. Therefore, the least common multiple of 4 and 6 are 12. Okay, so now it is time to do this example. So find the least common multiple of 4 and 9. Try doing it by making a list. Okay, now we're going to watch a little video, see how you did.
Find the least common multiple of 4 and 9. So multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, and 44. So multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. Of these, the only common multiple of 4 and 9 is 36. So the least common multiple of 4 and 9 is 36.
All right, so hopefully you got 36 on that one. Notice that the list method works really well, but sometimes you end up writing a whole big long list. And sometimes the least common multiple will take you a long time to reach. So there is another way to find the least common multiple. So if we want the least common multiple of 16 and 20, this can also be done by prime factorization. So first, find the prime factorization of 16. What you're going to want to do is make a little factor tree on that one. All right, and then also find the prime factorization of 20. Okay, so hopefully for 16, you ended up getting 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And for 20, hopefully you ended up getting 2 times 2 times 5. So the prime factorization, if you write them out, will help you find the least common multiple. Here's the trick. Circle each different factor where it appears the greatest number of times. So 2 shows up a couple of times for 20, but it shows up 4 times for 16. So you circle all 4 of these 2's and don't circle these 2's. And then 5 shows up for 20, but it doesn't show up here for 16, so you circle the 5. And then you multiply all of this together. So when you do that, what is the least common multiple of 16 and 20? Okay, hopefully when you multiply it together, you got 80. Therefore, 80 is the least common multiple. You could have also found this by making the list of all the multiples of 16, not all of them, because that would take forever, and the first few multiples of 20, and you'd find out 80 is the first one that shows up on both lists. So that's factor trees or prime factorization. Okay, so now try this one. Find the least common multiple of 16 and 24 by doing factor trees. Okay, and using the prime factorization. You've already done 16, so you just got to do 24. So what is the prime factorization of 24? All right, now let's see how to use that to get the least common multiple.
Find the least common multiple of 16 and 24. You can find the least common multiple by using prime factorizations. First, you want to make a factor tree for each number. 16 factors into 2 times 8. Then 8 factors into 2 times 4. And 4 factors into 2 times 2. Therefore, the prime factorization of 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 24 factors into 2 times 12. Then 12 factors into 2 times 6. And 6 factors into 2 times 3. So the prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now you want to circle each different factor where it appears the greater number.
She's getting all
2
quiet.
occurs in the prime
there we go.
factorizations of both 16 and 24. However, it occurs more often in the prime factorization of 16. So you want to circle the factors of 2 in the prime factorization of 16. Then 3 only appears in the prime factorization of 24. So you want to circle the factor of 3 in the prime factorization of 24. Then define...
Okay, so now what do you do to find the LCM of 16 and 24? What do you do with those factors? Yes, you multiply them. So what is the LCM of 16 and 24?
The least common multiple, you want to find the product of the circled factors. So the least common multiple is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, which equals 48. So the least common multiple of 16 and 24 is 48.
All right, nice work. Hopefully you got that. Again, you could have also gotten that by making a list of multiples for each of those numbers. Okay, so we're going to stop this video now, and we're going to do a second video to do the rest of 1.0.